preparing your products for the market. Ati mulisema, I have done a video on auditing last week. Hey, someone came and said, Wamoyo, I watched that video. I loved everything about it. But now, after auditing my stock, I'm totally confused. I feel like I want to make this, I want to add this, I want to add this. It's chaotic. So in today's video, I want to address that one person that came to my WhatsApp and said, please help. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Omoyo Kariuki and this is What Will I Knit Next. This is where we figure out what I will knit next, what you will knit next, and you who bought my merchandise or my products, you're waiting to see what I make next so that you come back and buy. Sindio? Yes. So if you have never subscribed to this channel, please do so. If you're here for the first time, please feel welcome. If you're returning as a viewer, thank you so much. I'm always happy and grateful. And I'm working on this blanket that I hope to finish by this weekend. See how far I've gone? It's long. Yeah, I have 4 more balls of yarn to go. I audited, I organized, but I'm more confused. My hands are all over, my mind is all over. I want to make this, I want to make this, I want to add this, I want to add this. So if you're also feeling like that, ni vile tu ulikuwa hujaniambia, sit down, take a cup of coffee, your project, and let's talk about it. So after I got this question, I remembered the first time I did my market. I also felt the same because I did the audit of my stock, the things I had. The first thing that came to my mind is they're too little. The second thing that came to my mind is how much I want to make. And then the third thing is I wanted to make something for everyone. I was thinking, I'll get a client for a beanie. I'll get a client for this. I'll get a client for this. So I wanted to make everything. So I totally understand this viewer and their concern or their expression of feeling totally confused. So I want to take you through at least 5 good steps preparing your product for the market. So that 1, it's not very hectic to plan. 2, it's not very demanding to make those additional items that you need to make, especially if you found that your inventory is not the right amount or the right products or the right quantity for the market. So the first thing, I even made notes. Imagine I made notes for you. And the first thing is you could use seasons. So by seasons, I mean, in every year, we have different seasons that attract customers for that particular season. So if it's the first quarter of the year, we have Valentine's, then we have Easter holidays, which also attract gifting. Then we have during that March, April, a cold weather. It's very rainy. So you find that people will want something warm. And then we move on to our cold season, which is the second quarter of the year. And then we have Christmas season at the 4th quarter of the year. So seasons can also be a guiding factor for you to choose what to make without feeling the pressure of wanting to make everything. So for example, this market that is happening is in August, end of August. So we'll be getting out of the cold season into our warmer season. But this weather is so unpredictable, so we can't tell. So instead of making very heavy items for the very cold season, avoid the chunky. Go for lightweight yarn, items that can be worn with not too much cold season, but also can be worn in the evenings because our weather is still cold in the evenings, but warmer during the day. Or you can make items that are towards the hot season. The second way of choosing the items you want to make for your market after the audit is your clientele. So having identified the season, now you know your clientele. For example, I serve a clientele of adults, and I also don't do wearables. So I don't do sweaters, I don't do dresses, I don't do trousers, I don't do anything wearable. I do scarves, I do beanies, for wearables, I do house shoes, but they're flexible because they aren't stretches. So it's very difficult for someone to say this is not fitting. So you know your clientele. Align the season to your clientele. Avoid using the season to get a new market, especially when you're making items targeting a market, because you don't have enough time to market so much to attract a new market demographic. So the best thing is stick to the market that knows you, your clientele, and the demographic. If they're adults, if they're children, if they are teenagers, stick to that, since you're making products to be sold almost immediately. So stick to your clientele, align your season, the items, and the clientele. Number 3 is using the themes. Yes, you can theme your products. So I like this one because for me, it has helped so much, especially when I feel like I'm going through the creativity block. When I feel like I have everything, I have a few of everything that I make and sell, but I want something to add, like something new to add to the market or to my inventory. The themes really help because you just need to look through your clientele, through the season, and what theme works. I want to give a good example. We are in August. Our market is at the end of August. Is there a particular trending color? Is there a particular trending event that would attract you to theme your things around it? I'm a biker and I have always wanted to have a collection that is bike themed. I'm still working on it. I am still working on a collection that is bike themed. But you can look at a particular theme that aligns with season and clientele and just go for that. It can be color, it can be something trending, it can also be season, and that will help you narrow down to what you're going to make and be able to put in your time, your attention to be able to produce items that are good, are nice, are beautiful for the market without too much mental pressure, creativity pressure, because that also comes in. The minute you're looking at so many things, you chew a block, creativity block, and then your production goes low. So those are 3. Number 4 is gender. Yep. So let's say you're one person who makes wearables. So you make sweaters, you make tops, and you make, items to wear. You make bikinis, you make those girls' crop tops, all those. And you make both items for men and women. You can choose, looking at where the market will be, the location. You look at the frequenters of that particular location, who is likely to attend the market. And let me give you an example to be able to help you differentiate what I'm talking about. Let's say you're a vendor, you're vending your items at Blanket and Wines. Blanket and Wines event is an adult-only event. So if you go there with items that are for children, chances are they will not sell because the people who are there to have fun. They are not there with their families, and they would be spending more on items that relate to them than items that are family oriented, because that's not the mind they had coming there. They did not think I'm going to shop for my child. And it has a mix of young adults to older adults. So again, you also have a bigger percentage of people who are not parents. The second example is the market that we are going for. The market that we're going for is organized by Current Flea Market, and it's going to be at the Junction Mall for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Junction Mall is a place where people come with families. On Friday, people will leave school, they'll pick their children, they'll pass by the supermarket as they're shopping for their weekend with their children. For that market, you choose items that you can decide, I want to only do items for young girls. This is where gender comes in. Or I want to do items for young boys. And you have a whole collection of young boys. That market would be more a good market, a positive market where you make sales, because the actual boys and the actual girls, young ones, will be there with their parents. Be together, together, together. Yes. That's number 4. Number 5 is the most selling, the most popular product. When you did your audit, you saw what you have. But you also saw what sold, because you have your inventory for the previous market you had done. So you know, out of all these things that I make, this particular product sold more. And this particular product is not selling more. So if the product that is selling more works for the season, then go for that product. Add more. Because people already know you and identify you with that product as a good product, as something they want to buy from you. And maybe the people who bought the previous one would want to come back for a different color. So as you're working on the product, make sure it aligns to the season, or when you have the market, or when we have the market. And also choose colors that you haven't done before, so that even if somebody had bought one before and they loved it, they would come for a second one if it's available in a different color. You get me? Choosing one product to add, choose it according to most best selling, aligns to season, add new colors. You're already good at it, you already have a market for it, do that one. Now I have a bonus. I have a bonus of preparing your product for the market. And here is the bonus. If you have come this far, this is the bonus for you. And thank you so much for clicking on this video and staying for this long. So after you did your audit and you categorized all your items, you must have realized these are the items I have, this is how I have priced them, and maybe you did all that and realized all my items are above 2,000, for example, 2,000 Kenya shillings and above. So I have nothing below 2,000. When you're going to the markets, make sure you have items that cut across all the price range, so that when you have a potential client who feels the 2,500 is expensive, you have something for below that price that they are able to buy from you that time. 2 things will happen. They liked the item that is priced above what they had, above their budget, above the money they had. But they've bought a product from you that is affordable. Therefore, they're able to interact with your work beyond the market. They'll wear it, they will use it, and they'll see how good your work is. And they will commit to come to the one they initially wanted. So for you, there are 2 things. Once you have items across the price range, low priced, middle, and higher, you do not lose as many customers, because there is an option for everyone's budget. And secondly, you allow customers to have a longer time to interact with your product, because they will take something home, and you make sales, and you have future sales coming. So that's a bonus. I hope this video is helpful. Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know whether you felt like this after you did your product audit, and let's prepare the markets together. I can't wait to see you at the end of this month, August 30th, 31st, and 1st of September. We will be at the Junction Mall Crochet and Knitters Market. We are exhibiting under the current flea market. So karibu sana. If you've never subscribed to this channel, please do so. Please do so. Remember to give this video a like if you really enjoyed it and if you find the content valuable. Also, leave me a comment. Tell me how you find this valuable. Let's interact and let's see you in the next video. Bye. So I did not crochet. So I'm going to crochet now to finish this blanket.